welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be very different, but I'm excited about it. I actually got chosen to be a juror. So you know when you get a jury duty summons, you usually go to the courthouse and then they send you home like the same day. At least that's what's happened to me in the past. The past 2 times I've gotten summoned, I got sent home both times. But this time I actually got chosen to be a juror, and it's a very sad but exciting case because it is, dun dun dun, a murder trial. No, but actually, it actually is. When I saw that, I was like, are we for real right now? And yes, we are. We are indeed for real. So this is now my, what, 4th day of jury duty? Or 3rd? 3rd or 4th? I can't even remember. I mean, the first day didn't really count because they were selecting the jurors. Now we get to the real shit. Yesterday, the defendant testified, so it was very, very interesting to say the least. I mean, by the time this video goes up, it will be over, so it's okay for me to talk about it. Because obviously when you're a juror, you're not allowed to talk about the trial at all until it is over. We're not even allowed to Google anything, which is very tempting, I will say, because I want to like look up the dude who is accused of murder. And I'll tell you guys more about it later when I'm on my lunch break probably. Just like when things are fresh in my mind, but right now I'm just getting ready to go to the courthouse. We have to be there at 9:30, which is 30 minutes later than we've been having to go. So it's kind of nice. Got a little extra time this morning. Me and Alex did a workout. We did like a boot camp style workout. I'll put it on the screen because it was actually insanely brutal. And that's why my face is so red. I took a shower right after and I took a almost cold shower because I was sweating, but I'm still like feeling a little overheated. So hopefully my smoothie will cool me down. Speaking of smoothie, I feel like I've perfected this recipe, which I actually wasn't a huge fan of my protein powder that I just bought, but in this smoothie, it tastes really good. And I put almost a full scoop. I had to like, I feel like build my tolerance to it. I don't know. It's very sweet, but it also has like a strong proteiny taste. But I feel like in the smoothie, you don't taste the protein flavor as much. And it's actually really good. And a very simple recipe. I just did frozen blueberries, half a frozen banana, and then half a cup of plain Greek yogurt. I accidentally bought the like full fat plain Greek yogurt, and I usually get non-fat, which is fine, but it's like a very different taste. Like it's a lot more tangy. I feel like it would be good as like a sour cream substitute, but having it on its own, definitely not. So I just added a little bit just because I didn't want to like throw off the flavor, but it tastes really good in the smoothie. So also a little update on my camera. There's not much of an update, but I sent it in to get it looked at, and they said they're gonna get back to me within 2 to 3 weeks. So I have to wait that long to see my camera again, or to even get a quote to get it fixed. So we'll see. If it's over $300 though, I'm just gonna buy a new camera because I've seen my same camera on Facebook Marketplace for like 300 bucks. I think, and some of them are like not even used, they're brand new, which I think my camera itself was like $500, $600 brand new. So I feel like it's really not worth it to fix it if I'm gonna be paying the same amount that I would to buy a new camera. It is really freaking hard to edit though when I'm doing my phone clips because I have to airdrop every single phone clip, and sometimes if they're long then it takes like forever to airdrop, and your girl is always running out of storage, which I do pay for like the max amount of storage, but for some reason I'm still out. So if you're seeing a lot of time lapses on my videos, it's because those take up less storage and they're easier to airdrop. So sorry about that. I finished up my makeup and then re-dicing my hair. Yeah, it definitely needs some work. And then I'm gonna pack my lunch and head out. Okay, this is the OOTD. I did switch my cardigan. I like this one better. The other one, it just falls down a lot, and I don't know, this bodysuit, I feel like it shows a little bit too much for the courtroom, you know? This one stays up better, so. This cardigan, I believe, I don't know what the brand is, but I got it in my FabFitFun fall box. So I have a discount code for FabFitFun, and I'll leave it in the description, but I actually love their boxes because why do you get such high quality products for like, I forget how much the subscription is, but it's a really freaking good deal, honestly. And this cardigan is so cute. And I looked at the retail price for it and it's like 80 bucks. And the box itself is literally less than that. So it's kind of crazy. But I have a little gold claw clip from Lilac Market. My phone case is from Loopy Cases. I love the brown. This bag is actually from Wink Scrubs. And then my bodysuit and my pants are both thrifted. I believe, no, actually no, the bodysuit's from Marshall's and then the pants were thrifted. Let's go to the courthouse. Okay, I'm on my lunch break now. Hopefully this is a decent angle because I don't know where to put my phone in my car. I wanted to kind of discuss the case in full length. Everyone has testified on the case already and we're about to go into the deliberation room to deliberate amongst us jurors. So we have been presented with all the evidence that is going to be given to us for this case. So let's go back in time to February 7th of 2024. There are two individuals that are primarily involved in this case. The first is going to be the driver, Ronaldo. Previous to this day, Ronaldo had been in a fight with his girlfriend. They were kind of in like an on and off relationship for 2 years. And the night before they had gotten in a fight, so they were off. And so his girlfriend, who usually stays with him when they're together, she left and went and stayed with her mother, I believe it is. There's like a bunch of people that live in this one house, but her mother is one of them. So she goes and stays with her mother when they're in a fight. And this address is 5 minutes away from where Ronaldo lives. And so overnight, Jennifer, which is the girlfriend's name, she texted Reynaldo and basically said, I miss you, I love you, or something like that. And so in the morning, Ronaldo woke up, he called Jennifer to basically get back together with her. She didn't answer, so he drove straight to Jennifer's house, which was usual for him, according to what he was saying. That's like usually how they get back together is Reynaldo just shows up at Jennifer's house, he picks her up, and they go hang out or do whatever they do. So Reynaldo headed to her house, and Jennifer didn't answer the phone because she was still sleeping at this time, which I found a little weird because it was literally noon, but whatever, you can't judge. People have different sleep schedules. Anyway, so Reynaldo pulls up to the house after Jennifer had not answered the phone. He pulls up into the driveway behind a car. So there's two spaces in the driveway. One is not occupied and one has a car in it. Reynaldo pulls his car behind the one that has a car in it. And he gets out of his car. Car's still on, windshield wipers are going. It's raining outside. It's like drizzling. So he like runs up to the front door. He knocks on the door. No answer. So Reynaldo goes to get back into his car, and then when he gets back into his car, he goes to text Jennifer saying that he's here. And when he does this, he shuts the car door after getting back in. A man pulls out on a bike, drops the bike, and goes right up to the window and starts yelling at Reynaldo, asking, why are you talking shit about me? Why are you talking shit? Just kept like repeating the same thing over and over, like, why are you talking about me? Why are you talking shit about me? I think he had rolled down his window at this point too, so like the guy on the bike, his name's Ricardo. He was yelling at Reynaldo, saying like, why are you talking shit about me? He goes to open Ronaldo's door, and Ronaldo gets out because he was saying Ricardo was probably gonna pull him out anyways. And also like looking at Ricardo, he was very aggressive and agitated, and Reynaldo didn't know why because he didn't know this guy. Apparently he's seen him one time before, and that's because Ricardo has come over to their house to basically visit with one of the girls who lives there, her baby daddy. So not even like her husband, it's her baby daddy. So he doesn't even actually live there. So Ricardo basically doesn't really have an association with this house other than seeing the baby daddy who's occasionally there. So Ricardo does not live there, and Reynaldo and him do not know each other. Reynaldo said he's seen him in passing one time, only once. And so Reynaldo's like basically confused because he's like, talking shit about you. What are you talking about? I don't even know you. Reynaldo gets out of the car and immediately pushes Ricardo, which in my head I'm like, why would you do that? Why would you be the first one to... He's like, I pushed him back because he looked like he was gonna punch me. I'm like, okay, you don't touch someone. Like, Ricardo isn't the one who touched him first. Reynaldo pushed him back, and then immediately Ricardo pulls out a gun from his jacket and basically immediately cocks the gun and says, I will shoot you. And so Reynaldo takes a step back and he's immediately like, okay, like, this guy is crazy. Like, what is going on here? And so Reynaldo takes a step back. Okay, side note, Ricardo pulled up on a bike, but his car is actually parked in front of the house too, for an unknown reason. I don't know why his car is parked there. Apparently it's been there for like over a month. There's different people testifying, like like the neighbors and stuff saying they had seen this car there for a month. Ricardo doesn't live there, so I'm wondering if this guy lives in his car. I don't know. I don't really know what's going on there. But so Ricardo pulls open his trunk basically. So Reynaldo's parked in the driveway, like halfway in the driveway. And then Ricardo, I hate how their names both start with an R. Ricardo's car is parked on the curb. So Ricardo opens like the hatch of his trunk and puts a gun in there, and also takes off his jacket and puts it in there, and then squares up to Reynaldo to fist fight. Basically, to me, it looked like Ricardo decided, okay, I don't want to shoot you, but I do want to fight you. So we're gonna do like a fair fight just with throwing punches. I don't know. It was weird. Come to find out, Ricardo was high on meth and has a 14-year history of meth use. Crazy. He's 29, by the way, so that means he started doing meth when he was 15. So he has definitely like built up a tolerance to meth, and when they did the coroner's report, they found a very high level of meth in his system. Anyways, so Ricardo goes to fist fight him basically, and then he comes at Reynaldo, throws a couple punches, he misses, and then Reynaldo ends up getting away and getting back into his car. But instead of leaving, Reynaldo pulls out of the driveway and drives towards the court. This is like on a street that's a court. And so he like makes a U-turn. He stopped for 8 seconds when he made his U-turn. Apparently at this time, he called his girlfriend Jennifer to basically warn her that Ricardo is approaching their door. So Ricardo goes up to the door. He starts knocking on the door now, and he's just kind of standing there. And Reynaldo tries to call Jennifer. She doesn't answer. So he pulls back up to the house to retrieve the gun because he was scared that Ricardo is very dangerous with this gun and doesn't want him to have it. So he retrieves the gun from the back of the car. Ricardo sees this, runs down, and in my head I'm like, wow, this guy was not afraid of a loaded gun. That's kind of insane. So Ricardo like runs at him even though Reynaldo's holding this loaded gun. I think Reynaldo actually swung first at this point, but like Ricardo came at him, so Reynaldo swung at him. I think he missed, and then they ended up like throwing a couple punches back and forth. Ricardo gets Reynaldo on the ground, so Reynaldo has the gun at this point. Ricardo gets Reynaldo on the ground. He like pulls him by his hood, gets him on the ground, and then Ricardo pulls his fist back, goes to hit Reynaldo in the face, but before he does that, Reynaldo shoots him in the chest twice, but only one shot was fired. So like one misfired, and then one was actually fired. Pretty much instantaneously kills him. Come to find out, the shot went through his left chest, but hit like multiple organs, and then exited out the right side of his back. Crazy. Absolutely insane. And then after this, Ricardo is dead in the middle of the street. Reynaldo, what does he do? He gets into his car with the gun and drives off. Drives over to his house, gets to his house, changes into a different pair of clothes, hides the gun in his attic. One of the girls that lived there came out of the house and saw the man on the ground. She goes in and gets her aunt, who also comes out. I don't know who called the call. I think it was them who actually called the police. And then the police come, they take them because they want to get a statement from them, the two girls. So Jennifer, the girlfriend, and then her niece Mia. They take them to the station to get a statement from them. But yeah, that's basically the gist of it. Sorry, that was kind of a long explanation, but that's kind of where we are right now. Reynaldo is pleading not guilty, and then obviously we have the defense attorney that's been questioning and kind of making you see the other side of like him being guilty. And then wait, is it the defense attorney? No, it's the district attorney. I get confused. Okay, the district attorney is the one that's saying that he is guilty. Defense attorney is the one that's defending him. So they are both really good at their job, though, I will say. Like they make you see both sides very equally. Like they present it how it is, and I don't know. It's really interesting, and I'm still kind of like torn, honestly. We'll have to see what goes on in the deliberation room, but because I do feel like he is guilty. Obviously, he's guilty of killing Ricardo, but was it self-defense? I don't really know, because at the end of the day, why did he leave the scene and then hide the gun after and change his clothes? Like that's a little sus to me. But then also, Reynaldo does have a criminal history of like multiple things. So I was thinking like he probably did that because he immediately thought like, oh my god, I just killed someone and I'm gonna go to jail for the rest of my life type of thing. So maybe he was just acting out of fear, and hindsight's 2020, like maybe he wouldn't have done that. Like it's still kind of puzzling me why this even happened in the first place. Like is there more to the story and they like actually did know each other, but there was like no communication between them before. And there was also a forensic psychiatrist that was on the stand, and she was talking all about meth and how like you can go into psychosis, you can be hearing things, you can have false beliefs. So basically Ricardo believing that Reynaldo is talking shit about him, that could be due to him being high on meth and thinking this man is talking shit about me even though they don't know each other. So I don't know, there's a lot to consider, and I will keep you guys updated. I'm gonna eat my lunch right now, but we're about to go back in there in an hour. I'll keep you guys posted what happened. The day is officially done. We are headed home. Tomorrow we are doing deliberations. So we'll see how that goes. I wonder how long that takes. Probably at least a whole day, I feel like. Because we have to like really analyze all the evidence and discuss our opinions with one another. This is so freaking interesting. Like, never in my life am I probably gonna end up doing something like this again. So I wanted to vlog to make sure I document this experience. Literally insane. But it's also like awesome. Like, I love that I was picked to be able to do this. I was actually like one of the only ones that I could tell wanted to be on the juror, and a lot of people have work obligations and things like that, so they were able to get out of it, which I'm thankful because my work does pay us 8 hours every day that we're in jury duty, so I do have to make up some hours, but we're still at least getting paid for like majority of it, which is nice. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go home and actually work on some continuing education for my job because I want to do that to make up my work hours instead of working an extra shift, because we actually have 40 hours that we can use in a year for continuing education, and I've only used 12 so far, so I still have a few months to use up the rest of it. So perfect time to do it right now since I'm not getting home super late. It is like almost 5, so I should be home by like 5:30, and then I'll probably read for the rest of the night because I am currently in the middle of the tandem read, which I am actually finally halfway done. I feel like I've legit been reading this forever, and I feel like it probably has been like a month at least. I was definitely reading pretty slow at first. Now I've been the past few days consistently reading like 50 pages a day because I'm trying to break my phone addiction and just resist the urge. I feel like I have certain points in the day where I will pull out my phone and scroll. Like, for instance, whenever I get to work, I sit in my car for at least 15 minutes before work and I just scroll. And then also on my lunch break, I scroll for like at least 15 minutes. When I'm at home, anytime I honestly finish a task, I scroll a little bit. So I'm trying to like break that habit and pull out my Kindle instead of scrolling when I have downtime. And it's been really freaking hard, can't lie. Especially because when I get a notification on my phone, I immediately want to pull it out and check what it is. So I'm trying to also like limit my notifications and my settings so I don't feel the urge as much. I don't know. Maybe this is ridiculous to some of you, but it's real for me, and I feel like I would have so much more time to read if I didn't go on my phone. Anyways, let's go home. That's a little full. I'm usually not a hot coffee girl, but this is really good, and my throat's a little bit sore, so it feels nice on the throat. Hello you guys, it is currently our lunch break right now. We've basically just been deliberating this morning. So far so good though. It's definitely very interesting hearing everyone's points of view. Just again going over like all the evidence and all the law terminology, because there's definitely like many different things we have to consider and like deciding if he's guilty of murder, if it was perfect self-defense, or if it was imperfect self-defense, which reduces it to voluntary manslaughter. So there's a lot to consider. And then there's also a second charge of possessing the gun, which I think we're pretty much all decided that he was guilty of possessing the gun. Did indeed shoot a man with a gun. So that's where we're at right now, and it's a pretty freaking nice day today. I thought it was supposed to rain all week, but today's like super sunny and nice. Actually, this morning it was like super foggy, but now it's sunny. My throat's been hurting the past couple of days. I've been trying to drink like more warm liquids, and I have some cough drops in my bag that have been helping a little bit, but I'm glad I still have my voice. Anyways, I'm gonna eat my lunch. We get an hour-and-a-half lunch break, which is nice. So I kind of just read and also eat my lunch. I really hope these car angles are not like terrible, I'm busting open an Alani. I'm only gonna drink like half of this because if I drink the whole thing, I'll be wired. I like to get the mini cans, but these ones are cheaper for the big size can at Costco than buying the mini cans on Amazon. The only thing that sucks though is I can't like really save half of the can. I mean, I do, but it tastes like shit the next day because it's flat. It's not carbonated, and it's supposed to be carbonated. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a hung jury. We have 11 of us that are leaning towards one side and one person that is very firm on their opinion. And I do not think it's going to change. I'm curious to see what is going to happen tomorrow because we do have to report back at 9 a.m. It is currently 4:30 and we pretty much had the whole day to do our deliberations, and there's a lot of arguing going on, I will say. We're going to review some more evidence tomorrow. We actually asked for the defendant's testimony to be read to us again, so we did hear that one more time. That's basically it. We're kind of just like trying to go through everything, really make a unanimous decision, but doesn't seem like it's going to be working out. So I'm not sure how long they will have us do the deliberation if we can't come to a unanimous decision. Stay tuned to find out. It's okay, I get to miss work again tomorrow and I'm getting paid, so I'm not complaining, honestly. Kind of cool. But I'm gonna go home and walk on the treadmill because I've been sitting literally all day. That's basically what I do after jury duty. I feel like I'm working a 9-to-5 job right now, even though it's almost 9 to 5. We get here at 9 and it's 4:30 right now. So pretty much sit in the courtroom the entire day besides our hour-and-a-half lunch break that we get. But I pretty much sit in my car because this area is not like walking friendly, I would say. It's midtown, so I don't know. I don't really feel that safe walking around here. Anyways, let's head home. You crazy? Good morning, guys. It is day 2 of jury deliberations. Just going to do some light makeup. And I'm actually taking my fiance to the airport. He's going on a little trip with his friend. Or not with his friend, to visit his friend. So I'm getting ready a little bit earlier today because we're gonna leave around 7:30 and it's about 7:40. I woke up this morning at 5:45 and I was like laying there really debating if I wanted to get up and go for my walk because I kind of had a headache and then also my throat's been hurting. I hate when I'm like a very mild amount of sick because I feel like I still have to like continue on with daily life, but it's just more annoying than anything. Like my throat's just sore and hurting, but it's not like so bad to where I've lost my voice or like I have other symptoms. I mean, I did have a headache this morning, but other than that, I don't feel like I'm like feverish or anything. So like just knock me out or don't make me sick. You know what I mean? I don't like this medium. I will say jury duty has allowed me to make major progress in the tandem read. If you guys haven't been following along, I'm currently reading the Throne of Glass series and I'm on Empire of Storms and Tower of Dawn, which you can tandem read them. So basically meaning reading them at the same time and you're kind of switching back and forth between chapters. There's like a whole guideline on it, on like when to switch that someone created, which makes it pretty easy. I just kind of like tabbed the chapters that I have to switch. But I'm over halfway in both and I definitely feel like they're getting way more interesting. At first I was like, this is honestly dragging and it was hard to get into because there's so many new characters being introduced, but now like I've gotten used to like the character names. I still get confused with like the mapping of it because some points they'll be in Eelway, some points they'll be in like, and they call it different things. Like they call it the North, the South, Eelway, Rifthold, and it's just, it confuses me. But I try my best to like follow along. But so far I will say I feel like I like Tower of Dawn a little bit better. I'm definitely getting more into Empire of Storms as the book goes on, but I like the relationship aspect of Tower of Dawn. I feel like it has a little bit more romance. Okay, I'm gonna finish getting ready and then I'll show you guys my outfit for the day. I've been forgetting to do this, but I've been wearing some pretty cute outfits, I feel. Especially as someone who never wears business casual. So this is a good excuse to wear what I have. Trying to find the best lighting to show you guys my outfit. but this will do. My bodysuit is from, actually I did show you my outfit yesterday, just like in a little mirror one, but my bodysuit is from Marshall's, I believe. This cardigan's actually from TikTok shop. I'm obsessed with it. I have this in gray too. They're so comfortable and warm. I will say it's not something you can just throw on in the spring because it is very toasty. But my pants are slacks from Goodwill. I love how actually when I thrifted these, I tried them on in the store and I was like, oh my gosh, they literally hemmed them to my exact height. So I had to buy them. That's the fit. For shoes, I think I'm gonna wear my tan flats that don't exactly match, but I think that's okay. Forcing myself lately to pull out my book instead of scrolling on my phone when I have like 15 minutes before I need to go somewhere, and proud of myself because I'm actually doing it. It's our lunch break now and I have absolutely no update besides the fact that we are still a hung jury. There's pretty much just one person that has a different opinion and is not willing to discuss any further. So we are where we are and I don't think anything's really gonna happen. So we're just kind of waiting for the judge to honestly let us home. We've been just having like side conversations with each other now because I mean we've tried. We have really tried to go through everything, go through the law, the whole entire packet of law that she gave us, and just like really read into it, play out different scenarios, and we've still come to the same conclusion. So it kind of makes it difficult, honestly. There has been some arguments happening, I will say that. Not by me, but I'm not a very argumentative person. I just kind of stay out of it and try to talk calmly in situations like this, especially when like people have differing opinions. Like I never want to be offensive and judge someone for the opinion that they have, but I want to like understand where they're coming from, and it's just been a challenge with this because we're not really understanding where one of the people is coming from in this situation. So I don't know. Hour and a half lunch break, so I'm gonna sit here and read for a little while and eat my salad that I made, and then I might go get like a matcha or something. I'm feeling like treating myself today. Fun baby. Okay, so basically we came back from lunch break and we sat in the hall for 2 hours and we just chit-chatted. We talked about making sourdough, baking in general for a while. I got some new sourdough tips, which I'm excited because I'm probably gonna go home and make some sourdough. We have to come back on Monday because we still have to further deliberate. So that's fun. I was supposed to work Monday again, so I'll be missing that. It is what it is. At least I'm getting paid. Okay, I'm gonna head home. Good morning, guys. Happy Monday. Happy, hopefully, last day of jury duty. I sound like absolute shit right now, and I feel like shit too. I just have a cold, I think. I'm hoping. But I am so congested and stuffy. No fever though. We're good on that. I just pulled up to the courthouse. I'm just gonna eat my yogurt. I did a workout this morning, a strength one, no cardio because I would probably pass away. It was a good workout. It was mostly shoulder focused, a little bit of legs with some lunges, but mostly like shoulder press. We did some inverted rows, which were hard, really hard. I had a great weekend off. Actually, I posted another video that will go up before this of what I did over the weekend, so check that out if you wanna. I will keep you guys updated on how it goes. Hopefully we either reach a verdict or they declare a mistrial today. We'll see. I mean, hopefully that's not the case, but I also don't think we're going to reach a verdict, so I'll keep you guys posted. Alright, couple little updates from when I talked to you this morning. 2 of the jurors actually got sent home. They don't give us reasons on why they got sent home, so we have our 2 alternate jurors that came in. So now we're basically having to restart the entire deliberation process over again. So that's fun. So who knows how long this is gonna take, and I'm sure we'll be here again tomorrow. But we're on our lunch now. We have an hour and a half break, which is so nice. And I brought a little salad for lunch. I'll show you guys. And I forgot to bring dressing, so I went to the cafeteria and got 2 different types of dressing. I thought I could mix them maybe, I don't know.
That's the tea. But I've been getting a lot of reading done. We were sitting there for like an hour this morning waiting for the alternate jurors to show up because they had to get called and come in because they were not here. They were on standby. So basically they were at their house and they had to report within 30 minutes or so. So we just had to wait for them to come, and I just sat there and tandem read, and I'm like 78% done with one book. The other one I'm like 80%. So it's getting juicy though. We're getting into the war and I'm invested. I am invested. So I think I'm gonna sit here and read for a little bit and then eat my lunch.
Obviously we only use benefits, for instance, like,
and would ask them about this something.
yeah.
All right, I just got home from our, what even day is this? 6th day of jury duty? I don't even know at this point. All I know is we did not reach a verdict today again, so we have to be back tomorrow bright and early. I mean, not really, 9 a.m. So, but I feel like we had pretty productive conversations today, and now we're like at the point where we all kind of have our stance on the situation, and we have one person that fully has a different stance, and then we have one person that's like agreeing with us on one and then not agreeing on the other. So we are a hung jury at this point, and I don't think it's going to change. By the way people are talking and the way things are going, I think we're going to be at this state, and we're probably going to tell the judge tomorrow that we cannot come to a verdict. So we'll see what happens after that. But yeah, it's 5 o'clock right now. I think I'm going to go for a little walk and also take my dogs for a walk. I'll probably walk on the treadmill a little bit and then take my dogs out and heat up some dinner. Then I'm going to go pick up my fiance at the airport because he was in LA for the past weekend. So excited to see him. But that's not till 10 p.m. So I'm like, bro, why did you pick such a late flight? My bedtime is 9. Like, what the freak? Okay, let's go inside. Whoa, there's all the birds. I just took the dogs for a walk and showered, and I feel so good. I'm in my cozy clothes, face is moisturized. Honestly, I came home and did not want to go for those walks, but I'm glad I did because I have not moved my body like literally all day sitting in jury duty, so it was nice to go for a walk. But I'm going to work on some YouTube editing and probably heat up some dinner before I go and pick up my fiance at the airport. So that's the tea on the night. Going to heat up some dinner. Just leftovers from last night. One of my favorite ways to reheat food is to steam it. I feel like it just reheats the best that way. I feel like my appetite's been so weird these past few days because I've been like slightly sick, just like a cold. But yesterday I was like weirdly starving like all day. I felt like I just kept eating and I was like still hungry. Today's been the opposite. My stomach has been hurting all day. And like I ate that salad for lunch, and immediately after my stomach was just like in so much pain. I don't know if it was because of the dressing or like what it was, because I know exactly what I put in that salad, so I don't know what it was besides the dressing that could be causing the stomach pain. I still like feel my stomach every once in a while. It's like cramping, but then I get like hunger pains too, so I don't know. My body's just being weird recently and I'm not here for it. Also, like I keep sniffling and blowing my nose 50 million times during the day. Annoying.
Now connected to Alyssa's TV.
Turning on some Love is Blind because that's like my hyperfixation recently. Actually, as of yesterday. I started it yesterday, but I'm obsessed. Ooh, what is this? It's like such trash, but I love it. You guys, heating this up failed epically. I put way too much water and it started boiling over and it was literally just covered in water and now it's all soggy. Well, that's going in the trash and we're making chicken sausage and veggies, and luckily I have a little bit of the sweet potato mixture left over, so that's what we're having instead. Life doesn't always work out the way you plan it, you know? One failed dinner attempt later, and here is my bowl. I topped it with some avocado and also this tahini dressing that I made yesterday. It actually turned out pretty good. Good morning, guys. I just finished doing a little walk on the treadmill. I am not gonna work out today because I need to like recover. Some deodorant. Let's place our bets. Do we think today's gonna be the last day? I feel like it might, but I've been saying that like the past 3 days. So we'll see what happens. As long as like all the alternates stay and we don't end up getting a new alternate Also, this one girl was saying that she was supposed to have an interview today and she didn't know if she could reschedule it. So I'm like, if she can't reschedule, then we will have to wait. Which I honestly wouldn't mind because I've been able to get so much reading done by just sitting and waiting. So if we can have one more sit and wait day and I can get like 100 more pages cranked out, you know? I will say my throat is not sore at all today, so maybe we're on the come up. I'm just stuffy still. Little OOTD. The vest is from Called to Surf, I think it's called. And then my pants are Abercrombie. I'm obsessed. These are my favorite jeans. My long sleeve is from 32 Degrees. And shoes, I think I'm gonna wear my white Superga platform shoes. Doing a little yogurt bowl for breakfast. Some plain Greek yogurt. I do about a teaspoon of maple syrup. Just sweeten it. For toppings, I'm doing some blackberries. I already washed these, don't you worry. Some granola that I got at a local market, and it is so good. It is giving the most fall vibes ever. Apple pecan. Yummy! Doing a quarter cup of this. And lastly, I'm doing a scoop of peanut butter. Actually, I'll do a sprinkle of cinnamon. Alright, I think we've looked at this from every single angle we can, and I don't know where we're gonna go from here. I feel like I keep saying that, but like, seriously, we've submitted to the judge that we cannot come to a decision, so we're waiting to hear back from her and see kind of what's gonna happen, but it's currently 12 o'clock. I'm not sure. I feel like we're definitely gonna go the whole day and not sure we're gonna be back here tomorrow. Yeah, I don't really have much of an update. That's basically it. We've still been deliberating this morning, going over everything we can, but no one has changed their vote, their opinion, so I don't really know. Don't know. But it's such a nice day today, and I think I might go for a walk after eating my lunch. I actually remembered my salad dressing this time. Yay! You guys, I am a free woman. We got released and it got declared a mistrial, and I feel very, like, it's not satisfying at all to me that it was a mistrial because we did all this work and could not even reach a verdict. But it was literally just one person that had a different, so I don't really know what to like make of this, but it's out of our hands now. It's kind of interesting because like after the case is over, the DA and the defense attorney can question you on like your opinions and kind of like how the case went and like how our deliberations went. So that was interesting to talk to them. But yeah, I don't know if they're gonna retry it, or I think they could also drop charges, which God forbid, I hope they do not do that. I feel like, I personally do not think it was self-defense. I think it was manslaughter. I don't think it was like a perfect second-degree murder, just because there was things that like reduced it to manslaughter based on the law that we were reading, but then also like he was definitely unlawfully possessing a firearm, which I felt like was very clear, but there was still one person that said it's not unlawful, it is perfect self-defense, and he only possessed the gun for a momentary period. But in reality, this man took the gun home and hid it in his attic, and it was still fully loaded, did not take out the magazine, did nothing to try to turn it into the police. He had the gun in his house for 8 hours, so how is that momentary possession? It's really not. So that's where my thoughts are. But it was honestly kind of bittersweet at the end, because like I've been with these people for almost 2 weeks now, and we've been sitting in one room. At one point I was like, this feels like we're in detention, because sometimes we just sit there in silence when we had nothing else to say. But yeah, I don't know, they're all awesome people for the most part. But yeah, that's my jury duty experience. I hope you guys enjoyed this. A very eye-opening experience, and something that I'm grateful to have been a part of this and like been able to see what our justice system is like, because I've obviously never experienced anything like this. Back to work we go tomorrow, my actual job. They're probably gonna be like, girl, where you been? Well, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed coming with me to this jury duty experience. Let me know down below if you've ever had to serve on a jury before, or if you've just always been sent home when you get your little jury duty slip in the mail. I'm curious. And if you have, was it a criminal trial or civil? I think the other one's civil. Criminal or civil trial. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.